Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will look into your person's true intentions right now concerning you and your connection. This is a general reading for the collective, so all of it may not resonate with everyone watching today. So please just take in what resonates with you and your situation and release the rest to the universe. Before we get started, we do want to take a moment to thank you for all of your support, your comments, sharing the videos, and for the super thanks you've sent in. We really appreciate it so very much. We've been doing private readings for over 30 years, so if you're interested in getting a private reading with us, there is a link in the description and pinned to the top comment on how to do that. For today's pick a card reading, we have 3 selections. Pile number 1 is the card on the left with the pink and turquoise stone that looks like it's floating over the purple crystal. Pile number 2 is the card in the middle with the indigo and pink stone that looks like a flame. Pile number 3 is the card on the right with the green stone that is above the purple crystal. Choose the one you feel most drawn to. Take your time, but it's best to go with your first impression because that's your intuition leading you. The timestamps are below in the description and pinned to the top comment so you can go directly to your reading. So take a moment to relax and release everything except what is happening in this moment. This time is for you. Let's begin your journey today. I will see you in your readings. Hi Pile 1 people, welcome to your reading. In today's pick a card reading, we will look into your person's true intentions right now concerning you and your connection. Please remember this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. You're all in different situations, different scenarios, so please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. Also, we are looking at their intentions, but some of their thoughts and feelings may come out as well in the reading, as well as some messages directly for you Pile 1 people. Okay, so let's get right into your reading, Pile number 1, and see what are Pile 1's person's true intentions with them right now. What are Pile 1's person's true intentions right now for Pile number 1? This is the Fool. What else for Pile number 1? Their person's true intentions with them right now. This is the Queen of Wands. So that is the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. What else for Pile number 1? What are their person's true intentions right now? This is the Lovers. So that's Gemini. What else for Pile number 1? Their person's true intentions right now. And that is the 8 of Wands. What else for Pile number 1? Whoops, dropped too many there. Sorry guys, sorry, it's the Band-Aid. I'm sorry for the Band-Aid too, but I cut my finger, I don't know how, in a really weird place, so I have to cover it. Let's see, what else for Pile number 1? We'll give it another big shuffle. What else for Pile number 1? What are Pile number 1's person's true intentions right now? This is the Queen of Pentacles. So that's the Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. What else for Pile number 1? Their person's true intentions right now. This is the Knight of Cups. That is the water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We may have every sign here before we're finished today. What else for Pile number 1? Their person's true intentions right now. The King of Wands. What else for Pile number 1? Their person's true intentions right now. This is Death, so that's Scorpio. Okay, Pile 1, let's see what we have here. All right, so we have the Lovers here. Now, the Lovers can be a soulmate connection, right? But it can also be a twin flame connection because the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini means the twins. Right? So this can be a twin flame connection between you and your person. And I also say that because of this Queen and King of Wands. This is a royal couple. They both are of the fire suit, which is Wands, the Queen and the King. So this is a divine masculine and a divine feminine in a connection, in a union, in a partnership. And I do feel that that is your person's intentions right now. Now, with this Knight of Cups being here, perhaps your person has been not emotionally mature with you. They may have been expressive of their emotions and being overtly romantic because that's the energy of the Knight of Cups. But this tells us that things are changing. Things are going to shift and change to the place where they will be more expressive of themselves and their emotions. They will present themselves to you as a romantic partner. And I do feel that that is happening for many of you that selected this pile today. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, though, the Queen of Pentacles, that's that earth energy. The Queen of Pentacles seeks stability. They seek family. They seek harmony. They seek balance in a relationship. So perhaps your person may not be moving this along with you very quickly at the moment. However, we have a lot of energy coming at this connection between you and your person, especially with this King and Queen here, the King and Queen of Wands, but also with this Eight of Wands. This Eight of Wands is about movement coming out of nowhere, sudden and swift changes happening. We also have the Death card here that does symbolize change, okay? But moving this connection along to the next place that it wants to get to. And I do feel that your person's intention is to take it to a loving partnership, a loving union. Now, for those of you who are in separation from your person, no contact, no communication, ghosting, running, and you are apart from one another, the Fool is about fresh starts, new beginnings. It's about the opportunity to start again. It's about something from the past representing itself. But for those of you who are dating or in a relationship with your person of interest, this also tells us that the next step of your relationship, your person is wanting to take next steps in your relationship, whatever that next step or next level is for you, whether it's about becoming exclusive with one another if you're dating, forming a relationship, moving in with one another, planning an engagement, getting engaged, planning a marriage, getting married, having a family, planning a family. Please just take what resonates for you and your situation and apply it there. You're all in different situations, so I'm trying to cover as many of those different situations that I can in this pick a card reading today. But the Fool does not belong to an astrological sign, but the Fool is ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is the planet of unexpected things. When Uranus is coming along, and it's moving along right now in the skies, but with Uranus, you can expect the unexpected. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, things change, things are different, things shift. It is a whole different way of your connection, and your relationship is suddenly in a different place. The Fool and the Eight of Wands are going to push this connection and push this relationship along. Now, this Death card, this is very much about transformation and change. But here we have this Phoenix rising from the ashes. So if your relationship has been dormant, if it's been stuck, if it's been in a place of no contact, no communication, separation, this is about renewal, very much like this Fool. The Phoenix rises from the ashes and creates something new. But this is also about your person going through the change and transformation necessary for them to embody the energy of this Knight of Cups, who is emotionally expressive, who is someone who wants to present themselves as a romantic partner, who thinks about love and expresses love. And combine that with this King of Wands. Now, this King of Wands, this is fire. Lots and lots of fire. All of the kings are fire. So this is fire of fire. So much energy coming at you from your person when they go through this change and transformation. When they fix within themselves what they need to work on, what they need to address within themselves spiritually, emotionally, perhaps psychologically, to become the partner, the spiritual partner, the spiritual counterpart, the divine feminine or the divine masculine that they need to become in order for the two of you to have the emotional and spiritual maturity to sustain a connection like this. Also, this King of Wands, when the King of Wands has made the changes that they need to make within themselves, they're not going to think about it or talk about it like this Knight of Cups might. The Knights are air of water. This Knight of Cups is air of water. So the Knights are going to think about it. They're going to talk about it. They are going to express themselves through their words. But this King of Wands is going to take action. The King of Wands is all about action. Once they have figured out what direction they're taking concerning their intentions, they will move mountains. They will zoom in and stir everything up to get what they want. This Lovers card, esoterically, the Lovers is about a decision. It's about having to make a decision. So it is about soulmates. It is about twin flames. It is about the connection. It is about the relationship. It is about the lovers and being passionate with one another. But the Lovers is also about a decision and a choice that has to be made. So this tells us that their intention is to make a choice, to make a decision, to move this connection, to move this relationship to the next level, whatever level that is for you. Whether that is, like we talked about, becoming exclusive or taking it next steps or reunion or getting back together. The King of Wands will not sit around. They will take action. There's so many action cards here in this reading with the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. There's also a tremendous amount of passion between you and your person, Pile 1 people. Lots of passion here with this King and Queen, with this Eight of Wands, with the Lovers, and with this Death card, which is Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about not only death and rebirth, but Scorpio is also about sex. So there's a lot of sexy times here coming up for you and your person. Not that that is their only intention by any means, at least not for most of you. This is also about them wanting to build a strong foundation on which to build this connection and on which to build this relationship. This Queen of Pentacles, this is water of earth, strong foundation, being able to communicate openly with one another, being able to express yourselves with one another, having a very strong intuition with one another with this King and Queen of Wands, being able to communicate with one another without speaking. There's a super, super strong connection between you and your person, Pile 1 people, okay? And I do feel their intention is to take it to this place of union, divine feminine, divine masculine, coming into union, coming together to take next steps with your connection and with your relationship, whatever that next level is for you. So let's see what else we get for pile number 1. For Pile 1 people, what are their person's true intentions right now? For pile number 1, connection. And it is about this connection. So perhaps if you have not been connecting with one another, if things have been stagnant, stuck in a stalemate, there's been no movement between you and your person for a while, and you don't know what's happening, or there's been no communication, their intention is to establish the connection or re-establish this connection with you, okay? Because they are wanting to move this relationship. They are wanting to move this connection with you to a place of greater stability where you are able to be with one another in terms of a partnership. Now, the other thing with this Death card, it's about transformation and change. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know, but I'll say it again for newcomers. Welcome, newcomers. We appreciate you being here. When you have this kind of a connection with someone, when it is a divine counterpart connection, you have to change. You have to grow. You have to evolve. It's part of the soul contract that's here between you and this person in terms of your connection and in terms of your relationship. Okay, so for pile 1 people, is there anything within you that needs to be transformed and changed? Or is there something that you still need to work on within yourselves? Okay, that's just a question for you to consider. What else for pile number 1? Their person's true intentions right now for pile number 1. Seed of the heart, opening of the heart. When you have this kind of connection that many of you have with your person that selected this pile today, it's not just a heart connection. It is a connection of spirit. It is a connection of emotion. It is a connection of mental, intellectual, as well as the physical connection. And there is a very strong physical attraction here between you and your person, pile 1 people. I'm not going to lie about that. There is a very strong, I feel that, I just feel that when you and your person is together, that aspect of your relationship was something that was spectacular. We will just leave it there, okay? And this seed of the heart card as well. It is about the blossoming of love, okay? So it's not just about the passion or the connection or the communication that exists between the two of you. This is the opening of your heart chakras, like it is here in this Lover's card. See, your heart chakras are aligned really in this light from God, from the universe, from the angels is coming down. This seed of the heart is very much about the alignment of your heart chakras with one another. And if your person's heart chakra has not been opened to you in the past or currently, this is telling us that their heart chakra is opening to allow this connection between the two of you to grow and evolve and blossom. Now, they may not be sitting there saying to themselves, okay, my intention is to open my heart chakra so this connection can blossom. It would be more something, this is something that's happening. And I feel like it's happening because they're listening to their inner guidance. They're listening to the inner wisdom that's coming at them from their guides, perhaps through their dreams or from the universe. Okay, so now we're going to use some of the cards here to get some more information for pile number 1. For pile 1 people, what are their person's true intentions right now? Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show true love. Now, perhaps your person hasn't been appreciative or shown gratitude for the love that you have shared with them or that you've given them, especially if some of their behaviors have not been the best. But this is telling us that their intention is to be more openly appreciative of the love that you share with them, but also it says that they're going to receive it with love. Remember, their heart is opening with that seed of the heart card being there. What else can we have for pile number 1, please? What else about pile 1's person's true intentions? Act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they're with you. So you will always consider them. And I do feel that you, pile 1 people, you do consider your person. Okay? And when you are in these kind of connections, if you're in a very strong soulmate or twin flame connection with someone, you all act as if your partner is already there. And that can create for you perhaps some emotional upset, some upheaval, because you are living and experiencing it in your 3D reality. And when things don't move in 3D reality as quickly as we might like them to. We can get frustrated, we can get emotional, we can become very upset, and it's really hard. It is so hard when that person is not present in your life. The point here with this card is keep a space for your person, but don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect what you need to do for you, pile 1 people, okay? You embody the energy of this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands. Stand in your power. Do something for yourself. This is about self-love, self-care. Perhaps it's time to connect with old friends. Perhaps it's time for you. This 8 of Wands is also about a trip. Perhaps it's time for you to take a trip. Do something for yourself. Do something fun. Have an adventure. Learn something new. Act as if your partner is there. Keep a space for them. But don't neglect yourself and your own well-being. Because when we have these really strong intuitive connections with empathy and telepathy, we can feel them all the time. Make sure that you take care of you. What else for pile number 1? What are their person's true intentions right now? Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Now, that is just so interesting to me. That focus on love comes out right next to this seed of the heart. Remember I said I did feel that their heart chakra is opening. They are focused on love. They're focusing on love. They will be more focused on love concerning your connection, concerning their reactions and interactions with you, as well, because we also have this Knight of Cups. So your person's intention is to be more focused on love. Now I'm going to use some message cards to get some messages from your person concerning their intentions. This is our deck. There will be a link in the description on how to purchase this deck if you're interested. It's really important with the message cards that you just take what resonates and let the rest go. These message cards will not apply to every situation. Also, they do apply more, but not always, for people who are in separation or no contact with their person. So what else for pile number 1? What are their person's intentions for pile number 1? I'm really lost without you and full of guilt and regret. I hope one day you can forgive me for what I've done to you. Okay, that I feel is for you. Would you be willing to forgive them? Pile number 1. What else for pile number 1? What does pile number 1's person want to say to them? Don't mistake my silence for not loving you. Okay. Sometimes people just have to go quiet. Doesn't mean the love's not there. It just means they're not talking right now. Sometimes they have to go through change and transformation. And many times in these connections, soulmate and twin flame connections, they will go through that transformation and change by themselves. It's a lot of times it's the only way that it can happen, so that when you come together and are ready for union, the two of you can go through transformation and change together in a much higher place than you were before you went through that individual transformation. I have loved you since the first moment. I have loved you since the moment I first saw you. You are so beautiful. You're all I've ever wanted. They are so very attracted to you. Pile 1 people, they're so very attractive. Let's see what else for pile 1. My painful past still haunts me. They're changing. They're evolving. They're growing. They're healing. They are being more focused on love. And they're going to receive love from you and be more openly giving it to you, being more expressive of themselves and their emotions. I'm worried you have moved on. And perhaps for some of you, you may decide to move on, but that is a choice that only you can make. And if they worry that you've moved on, perhaps that will actually light a fire under them, like this King of Wands here, to get things moving. What else for pile 1? You still hold the key to my heart. What other messages for pile 1 from their person? Can you forgive me for the way I treated you? You didn't deserve that, and I'm really sorry. What else for pile number 1? What does their person want to say to them about their intentions? I miss you so much. I want to see you soon. So again, for those of you in separation, your person misses you. They want to see you soon. And then on the bottom we have, I'm healing my heart. Heart chakra is opening. They're healing whatever happened to them in the past, whether it was a past partner or something from their childhood. Perhaps they have abandonment issues that they need to heal, that they need to work through so that they can open their heart chakra and be more emotionally expressive and focused on love. Change and transformation is happening here between you and your person. Pile 1 people, and also within your person. They are going to become more emotionally and spiritually mature here because their intention is to come into union with you. That is their intention. This is your reading for today, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the top comment. Also, we would like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone. Hi, pile 2 people. Welcome to your reading. In today's pick a card reading, we will look into your person's true intentions right now concerning you and your connection, although some of their feelings may come through, their thoughts may come through, as well as some messages for you as well. Please remember this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. Please just take in what speaks to you, what resonates with you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's get right into this reading for pile number 2. For pile 2, what are their person's true intentions right now for pile 2? This is the King of Swords. That is the air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. What else for pile 2? Their person's true intentions right now. This is the Ace of Cups. What else for pile 2? Their person's true intentions right now. This is the Six of Pentacles. What else for pile 2? Their person's true intentions right now. This is the Sun. These cards are big. Let me see. I've got to move it a little bit up. Sorry, guys. I did start with the smaller cards today, but they had a weird glare. I don't know why. So I went with these because they don't glare at all, but they're big. What else for pile number 2? What are their person's true intentions? The Fool. What else for pile 2? Their person's true intentions for pile 2. This is the Nine of Cups. For pile number 2, what are their person's true intentions right now? This is the King of Cups. So that is the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What else for pile number 2? Their person's true intentions right now. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. So that is the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If you or your person have Sun, Moon, Rising in Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Those are the places of validation if you like to use astrology for your pile selection. Now, I do feel that for some of you, perhaps though for many of you that selected pile number 2 today, I do feel that some of you could be in a place of separation, no contact from your person. And I say that because we do have the Fool, we do have the Ace of Cups, which is about a new beginning and a fresh start in regard to love. For those of you who are dating your person or in a relationship with them, this also indicates that your person's intention is to take this connection and take this relationship to the next level. Whatever that level is for you, whether it's becoming exclusive, moving in together, take what resonates and let the rest go, but it's also about coming into reunion with one another. This Nine of Cups is the wish card. So right now, pile 2 people, if you have a wish, now is the time to throw that wish out to the universe. And I do feel that your person's intention is that you fulfill all of what they perceive to be they are looking for in terms of a romantic partner. So if they were to write that wish list out to the universe, you would be the only person on that list. Okay, this Nine of Cups also tells us about their emotions, their love. There's a lot of emotion. There's a deep emotional connection from your person to you. Now, with this King of Swords, though, the King of Swords is someone who's more in their head than in their heart. But what's interesting is the King of Swords is here in their head, and the King of Cups is here in their heart. That is the part that's changing here in your connection. So your person's intention is to become more loving, to be more expressive of themselves, to be more expressive of their emotions, and to actually present themselves to you as with this King of Cups, as a kind, loving, emotionally mature partner. The King of Cups rules the emotional realm. And with the King, it's the activation, because kings are fire. So this is the activation of love. And if they have not been expressive of themselves or expressive of their emotions with you right now, if you're together, dating, or in a relationship, or in the past when you were together before, this King of Cups does tell us that they will be more expressive of their love through their words and through their actions, because we have this as well with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who does want stability. They want long-term stability. They do think about long-term partnership, but it's also someone who perhaps at the moment is very much focused on their work, on their job, on their career. Perhaps they're trying to gain financial security and stability. Perhaps you are as well. Pile 2 people, okay? Perhaps you're focused on work, job, career, trying to gain a greater financial freedom for yourself. Now, the other interesting cards that we have here, we've got the Six of Pentacles. This tells us your person wants to restore balance and harmony in your connection, but it also tells us that they see you as a blessing. They see you as someone of value in their lives. And they do want to establish something with you that can go the distance in terms of romance, in terms of a relationship, in terms of a partnership. But with this Knight of Pentacles being here, it just may not move as quickly as some of you may like. The Knight of Pentacles does take things a little bit slower than perhaps the Knight of Wands. But again, we are trying to build a strong, stable foundation on which to build this connection and on which to build this partnership, which is very much what that Six of Pentacles is about. The Sun is the best card in the deck, and it tells us that, especially because we also have the Nine of Cups here as well, which is the other best card in the deck, or the second best card in the deck. People argue over which one's the best. It doesn't matter. The point is, both of these cards are fantastic for your reading. The Sun is about the sun coming out and shining again after periods of difficulty or darkness, or perhaps arguing or not getting along, or things not moving, or nothing's happening, or perhaps you are in disconnect with your person, no contact, they're running, they're ghosting, or they have just walked away from the connection. The Sun tells us that the sun is coming out to shine its bright light again on you and on your connection and on your person. And this is what your person's intention is. It's to shift things. It's to change things. It's about taking it to the next level here if you are dating or in a relationship with them. But if you are apart from them, it's also telling us that they want to create a fresh start, new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about the birth of love. So something to start over, a fresh start, a new beginning. But this Sun card, if you look very closely inside that red heart, there is a yin-yang symbol, which is the balance of divine feminine and divine masculine energies between you and your person. So your person is trying to gain more balance, perhaps within themselves, before that can be applied to the connection and to the relationship. And I feel that a lot of it is sometimes for your person, if things have been stuck or not moving, or if they've run, or if they're ghosted, the King of Swords, remember I said, that's someone who tends to be more in their head than the King of Cups, who's more in their heart. So, for instance, the King of Swords would say, I think, I decide, I know. But the King of Cups would be more along the lines of, well, I feel, and this is how it feels to me. King of Cups is very intuitive. King of Swords is very logical. This is a blending of those two energies to where this person, your person, is becoming more like this King of Cups, being able to express themselves, express their emotions, be more loving, being more compassionate with you. Now, this Fool card, the Fool comes up a lot in these readings. And I find it very interesting. I think every single pick a card reading that we have done since we started doing them, a Fool has come up somewhere. The Fool is about a fresh start. It's about a new beginning, just like this Ace of Cups. But it's also about taking the next step on your journey, whatever that step or whatever that level is in your connection, in your relationship with your person. But the Fool is also someone who is ready to take that leap of faith. They're ready to take the plunge. They are ready to jump in with both feet to allow this connection between you to blossom. But this Fool as well is something about expect the unexpected. So if you've been in a place of limbo with your person, or it's been stagnant, or you've been at a crossroads, or nothing's moving, and it's really getting frustrating, the Fool is ruled by Uranus. So expect the unexpected. Uranus is the planet of unexpected things. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, everything can shift. Everything can change. So that's what this Fool is also saying. Things can shift and change, even if you may feel it's impossible, or even if you may feel it is beyond being fixed or amended or repaired between you and your person. Remember, your person is coming from this place of being in their head to being in their heart, and being able to be more fully expressive of themselves and their emotions. So let's see what else we get for pile number 2. What is their person's true intentions right now? Well, moderation, right? And we did talk about that a little bit with this Knight of Pentacles. Moderation does tell us that things won't move swiftly. They won't move suddenly. They won't move quickly. However, they will move. They will change. This Fool, again, is about things coming out of nowhere, changing unexpectedly. But then I feel that once that change happens, once we move it to the next level, or once they come back, or once there's a reunion, or once there's communication, I do feel a little moderation will be applied from your person, because if it goes too quick for them, again, I feel that they could run and go back into their head, very much like this Queen of Swords, or focused on their work instead of staying in their heart place and allowing their heart to be fully open. And so a lot of times when we have been apart from someone for a while, or things aren't moving, we may be pile 2 people. I do feel that we may have a tendency to want to move and groove things along, especially if they've been stuck, or especially if they've been gone and all of a sudden communication is happening. So I do feel this is a message for you, pile 2 people, okay? It's about letting things flow, letting things grow and evolve naturally and organically with you and your person, even though I understand it's been difficult and you're ready for things to start happening. But if they move too quickly, once this shift happens, or once they return, or once there's communication, they might run and hide again, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's see what else we get here for pile number 2. What are their person's true intentions right now? Acceptance. That acceptance. This card says so much. This is such a beautiful card. But I feel it's about your person accepting this connection, accepting this union, accepting this journey that the two of you are on. Even though your journey has had many speed bumps or many twists and turns and that have kept it interesting and perhaps dramatic, but I do feel they are accepting this connection and they are accepting this journey with you. That is their intention. And to me, that really looks like it's a bride accepting a proposal from someone who is kneeling at their feet. Okay, so take what resonates, let the rest go. But I do feel that that is very possible for some of you who selected this pile. We do have this 9 of Cups here that is about getting a wish fulfilled. Okay, the King of Cups is someone who's going to want to be in a long-term partnership. There's someone who is going to want to have someone in their life, building a home together, perhaps planning a family together, combining your families, moving in together, taking the relationship further, traveling together. The King of Cups is also someone who's looking for commitment. They want that long-term partner. What else do we get for pile number 2? What are their person's true intentions with them right now? Look to your own inner strength. You are stronger than you realize, and that is a message for you. Pile 2 people, okay? It's very frustrating when you really love someone and things haven't moved and things are stuck, or perhaps they're gone and perhaps there's been no communication. It can really make us lose our focus, and it can make us look at ourselves as perhaps not empowered. It can actually rob your power. It can take your power away. The point here is to not let whatever your relationship dynamic is with your person that you're asking about right now, do not allow that dynamic to rob you of your power. Stay in your power. Also, when I said earlier about having to be moderate here, I do feel it is going to take some inner strength for you to be moderate. Perhaps you have to set a boundary with them when they start moving things along, or if they come back after a long period of no contact or separation, because it's going to feel so good that they're finally back. You're going to want to move it along and let's go. But we have to apply moderation to make sure that it doesn't explode again, right? So that is part of your responsibility in this connection with your person, pile 2 people, okay? So let's see what else for pile number 2. What are their person's true intentions with them right now? Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is someone whose love language, rather, is to be one of expressing their love through gifts. King of Cups is going to express themselves through words of love, gifts of love, actions of love, okay? So I do feel perhaps your person's intention is to express their love for you through gifts of love. See what else here for pile number 2. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Okay, I feel like this card is really for both of you. Pile 2, and your message is important for those of you still listening here, okay? The message here is important for you. First of all, I do feel like your person is going to be more emotionally expressive. They will be more emotionally connected. Their heart light, that light from the sun, their heart light is going to be turned on if it was not turned on before, or if they found excuses to not allow you to see that it was turned on, okay? But this message for you, pile 2 people, is to turn on your heart light for yourself. Self-love, self-care. Take care of yourself, right? But it's also to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Now, if you are separated from your person, or if you're apart from your person, or if things are really difficult with them, or there's no contact, whatever the situation is for you, many people find it difficult to be in that place of keeping their heart open and keeping that heart chakra open, keeping their heart light on, because it's hurt, it's damaged. The easiest thing for us to do is to try to close it off so that it doesn't hurt. But when you reflect on a time when you experienced love, whether it's with your person, now that you're asking about, or someone else, that allows your heart to open again. What I'm also saying is, for those of you who are in separation from your person, try to consider a time with them when it felt good, when you felt loved, when the connection between the two of you was flowing and moving, instead of trying to stay in this space where, oh my gosh, he's never going to call, she's never going to call, we're never going to get back, nothing's going to happen, it's impossible, because that's what the universe hears. If you're in a place of lacking, that's what the universe hears. Try to shift that to a place of love. That is a massive challenge for you guys, okay? That is a huge challenge. That is so hard to do that. But it will help you, and it will help your connection. Now I'm going to use some unspoken love messages from the heart cards. These are our message cards. They are listed in the description for anybody that would like to purchase them. These are messages from your person. I do feel that these may be more applicable to those who are in no contact situations, as opposed to those of you who are dating or in a relationship with someone. But I do feel that most of you that selected this stack or this pile today are probably in no contact or separation situations. Let's see. So let's see what we get for pile number 2. What messages does their person want to say for pile number 2 concerning their intentions? I missed the way we talked. That makes sense as well. The King of Swords is a great communicator. What else for pile 2? Their person's intentions. What do they want to say? You still hold the key to my heart. Very true. What else for pile 2? Their person's intentions. What do they want to say? I can't face you right now because I'm not strong enough to face my fears. This card, look to your inner strength, is also for your person to find their inner strength, to face their fears, to find their courage, so that they can finish this change and evolution that they need to go through, so the two of you can come together into a union with one another, as we saw with that Sun card, divine masculine, divine feminine, that yin-yang symbol. What else for pile 2? We both need some time to work on our issues. I know that we will come back together when we're healed and stronger. Yes, that's very much what these kind of connections are about. It's about healing yourselves before you come into union. I know I messed it all up. Well, it does take 2 people to mess up a situation. Perhaps that's your person acknowledging that they are aware that they messed up the connection between the 2 of you, although it does take 2 people to mess up a connection. Let's see what else for pile 2. What does their person want to say to them? Don't mistake my silence for not loving you. The love is definitely here. We have the 9 of Cups, the fullness of emotion. We have the Sun. We have the Ace of Cups. And this King of Cups rules the emotional realm. This is the ruler of love. So the love is still here. My painful past still haunts me, and I do feel that that is what this King of Swords is about. I do feel that they've been more in their head than in their heart, because they haven't really healed things from past relationships or past relationship trauma or chaos before meeting you. What else for pile 2? What does pile 2's person want to say? I've kept myself closed off for so long. It's all I know. Please give me some time to open up to you. And there we have the transformation of this King of Swords to the King of Cups. Being closed off, being open, turning on their heart light, accepting the connection, allowing things to flow and grow and evolve between you and your person. Your person's intention is to try and take this relationship to the next place that it wants to go for the two of you as a couple, whatever that place is. This is their intention. Your job right now, pile 2 people, is to look to your own inner strength. Turn on your heart light and allow yourself to feel love instead of allowing yourself to feel depressed and anxious and worried and untrusting. Oh my God, this is never going to change. It's never going to change. Allow yourself to be in a more optimistic space with your heart open. But remember I said, once this thing gets moving, or once they come back, or once they start communicating, it's really important that you apply moderation and allow things to develop naturally and organically. This is your reading for today, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the top comment. Also, we would like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone. Hi, pile 3 people. Welcome to your reading. In today's pick a card reading, we will look into your person's true intentions right now concerning you and your connection, although some of their feelings and their thoughts may also come into the reading, as well as some messages for you. Pile 3 people, please remember this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. You're all in different scenarios, different situations, so please take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. So let's get right into this reading for pile number 3. What are your person's true intentions with you right now? Pile number 3. Pile 3's person's true intentions. Pile 3, their person's true intentions. And that is the 2 of Wands. What else for pile 3? Their person's true intentions. And this is the Ace of Wands. Well, lots of fire there, lots of passion, passionate thoughts. What else for pile number 3? Their person's true intentions right now. This is the 7 of Pentacles. What else for pile 3? Well, we have the Lovers and we have the 3 of Cups. What else for pile 3? Their person's true intentions with them right now. For pile number 3. This is the Knight of Wands. That is the fire signs. So that is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And then that Lover's card is Gemini. What else for pile 3? What else for pile 3? Their person's true intentions for pile number 3. This is the King of Wands. Lots of fire here. What else for pile number 3? Their person's true intentions with them. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right, pile number 3. So I do feel for most of you who selected this pile today, this is a twin flame connection, although it could be a soulmate connection that exists here with you and your person. I also feel that for many of you who selected this pile today with that 2 of Wands being here, that the situation between the 2 of you could be at a distance, either emotionally or physically. So perhaps it's a long distance connection, long distance relationship that you have with your person. But this 2 of Wands, this really tells us a lot about your person's intention. The 2 of Wands is about setting long-term goals, long-term plans, being able to see where they want to take this connection and where they want to take this relationship with you. Okay. Now, this 7 of Coins, this 7 of Pentacles tells us that the seeds have been planted. between you and your person. Now we're just waiting for things to blossom. We're waiting for things to bloom. So it's also a card, I hate to say this, of patience and having to be patient and continuing to be patient. As well as this Two of Wands also implies having to have additional patience concerning the connection with you and your person and their intentions on where they're going to take it. Now the Lovers, as I said, was a soulmate card. Now the Lovers, as I said, can be an indicator of twin flames because it is ruled by Gemini. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini, but it's also a soulmate card. It's a union of hearts, a union of souls, two people coming together to form a relationship. And there are a lot of cards here that can imply that this could possibly be a very passionate connection and perhaps passionate connection only. But I don't get that that is the situation, okay? There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of fire here. But what's fascinating is these two cards combined. The Knight of Wands, that can be someone who's very impulsive, someone who stirs up a lot of energy and comes in and, announces themselves as this romantic person, and they want to take the connection further, and they're ready to take the relationship with you further along, and then poof, they just disappear in a poof of smoke, literally. The Knight of Wands doesn't have the emotional maturity or stability to be able to maintain something long term. However, this King of Wands does. The King of Wands is about the activation of fire. This is someone who takes action. This is someone who, once they figure out what they're going to do, they are going to move it. They are going to groove it. It is going to shift and change and get to the place that it has to be. This is also someone who is emotionally mature. They're spiritually mature. They are psychologically and mentally mature as well, okay? So I do feel that what is happening here for some of you with your person is that with this Ace of Wands, they're going through a spiritual awakening. They're going through this spiritual process. I mean, look at this Lovers card. It also has this light coming down from the fifth dimension, from the universe, from the heavens, from God, from the angels, whatever it is, and shining on this connection between the two of you. Because the people upstairs, your angels and guides, they are trying to get this connection and they are trying to get this relationship with you and your person moving. There is a higher purpose for this connection, for this relationship. It's a very deeply profound spiritual one. And then on the mundane level, I feel as well your person's intention is to spend some quality time with you. This is a card of celebration. Perhaps they're going to ask you out for coffee or for drinks or for dinner. For those of you who are dating or in a relationship, perhaps you guys are going to go on a date, maybe perhaps even take a trip, have some new adventures, as this Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, and King of Wands can imply. Okay? But also for those of you in separation, this Ace of Wands is an opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning, rebirthing your relationship on a strong spiritual foundation. Yes, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's also a stronger foundation, period, just a stronger foundation. But there is so much strong spiritual undertones in this connection. Spiritual connection, physical connection, emotional connection. So this Three of Cups, for those of you who are in separation from your person or no contact situations, they could be reaching out to you to communicate, to ask if you would like to spend some time together, perhaps go on a date, have a meal, have a drink, have coffee, whatever, as the case may be for you in your situation. Now, this Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Karma. So the Wheel of Fortune tells us that things are not always as they appear. What goes up must come down. What is down must come up. The wheel of the universe is in constant motion. So if things have been difficult with your person, if you're apart, if there's no contact, if you're fighting and arguing with each other when you're dating or in a relationship with them, things are going to shift and change. Your person is growing and maturing. They're reaching a sense of greater spiritual awakening and spiritual maturity. But also this Wheel of Fortune tells us there is a strong sense of fate and destiny in this connection between you and your person. If you are apart, if there's no contact, if you're in separation, the Wheel of Fortune tells us there's more to come. It's about things changing for the better, okay? And if you are in a relationship with someone or dating them, this is also telling us that things are about to shift and change with the next click or two of the universe and actually allow this connection to get to a much better place between you and your person, where they're going to be more accountable, more responsible in terms of better communication, investing their time, wanting to spend time with you, taking the relationship further along its path than where it is now, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's becoming exclusive, getting engaged, moving in, whatever your situation is. Please just take what resonates and let the rest go. But this Wheel of Fortune also tells us that there are spiritual lessons that are having to be learned in this connection with your person. You have your own set of spiritual lessons that you are learning, pile 3 people, okay? And your person has their own set of spiritual lessons, perhaps life experiences that they are having to learn as well for their own spiritual evolution, to get the two of you to the place where you are more in alignment with one another, on the spiritual level. Because I do feel for many of you, you are more spiritually evolved than your person is. Not everyone, not all cases, but I do feel for many of you, you are more spiritually evolved. Your level of awareness is higher. You have a stronger spiritual knowledge and a greater spiritual practice, perhaps, than your person does. Okay, so they have to catch up to you. That's what they are trying to do. This is what is happening. Okay, so their intention is to try to catch up with you, perhaps go on a date, reach out if there's been no communication, try to bridge this gap that's here between the two of you and see if they can take this connection with you further. They have to grow. They have to evolve. Remember, I said in the very beginning with that 7 of Pentacles that it was going to take some more time. The seeds have been planted. And I find this very interesting here. These seeds have been planted, right? But this one, these are 6 pentacles here, and here's the 7th. That one has that heart on it. That is unique to this card deck, yes. But to me, that means that the seeds of love have been planted. And we are waiting for them to blossom and grow so that your person will take action to do what's necessary to fulfill what their intentions are with you, which is to create a partnership that has the opportunity to go long-term. Remember, we talked about long-term goals here, long-range goals, long-term plans. What else for pile number 3? What are their person's true intentions right now for pile number 3? Core. Look at that heart on fire. That is amazingly wonderful. We have so much fire in this reading. We have a heart there that looks like it could be on fire. This heart is on fire. This is a genuine opening of the heart, opening of the heart chakra to come into alignment with yours. That is what your person's intention is. Perhaps they have been hurt in the past. And remember, I said this Knight of Wands is someone who will come charging in and stir everything up, but they may not be fully emotionally mature enough to take the relationship between the two of you further along. And many times people will act that way and give a false sense of ego, perhaps, or a false sense of who they are, because they have been hurt, they have been damaged. They're afraid to be their authentic self. They're afraid that if they don't present themselves as a different way than what they really are, that you won't like them. But this is about them maturing and growing and actually getting to the place where they will tear off that mask. They will allow you to see into the core of who they are. This card is very much it's about financial security and stability. It's about relationships and joy and coming together into union. The heart is open. And you know the answer to this situation, what your person's intentions are. This message is for you, pile 3 people, in the heart of who you are, deep in your heart, deep in your soul. You know what your person's intentions are. You know what is happening in this connection. Remove your mind from it. Get your head out of it, because your head is going to go, oh no, this can't be. I've got to know. But in your heart of hearts, in your soul, you know what is going to happen in this connection between you and your person. You just have to quiet the mind to be able to do that, or to figure that out. So let's see what else we get here for pile 3. Pile number 3, what are their person's true intentions for pile number 3? Knowing without knowing. Yeah, okay. There you go. That was a validation right there. Pile number 3, there's your validation. I am sorry about the glare. Not that it matters. It's not a very pretty card anyway. But I have a weird glare that comes sometimes because of the candle, which is why I use these cards today, because they don't glare, although they were too big for some of the readings we had a group. Okay, all right, so knowing without knowing. In the core of who you are, you know. Your person knows. They know where this connection is going, and I do feel they know what their intentions are. They just have to take the action of this King of Wands and get it there. Now, this Knight is someone who will think about taking action. They'll think about relationships. They'll think about romance. Most of them probably spend more time thinking about sex and passion. But this King of Wands, this is someone who takes action. The King of Wands is someone who will get things done, because we have that here with this Ace of Wands and this 2 of Wands as well. Getting things done, making things happen, not just thinking about it. So let's see what else for pile number 3. What are their person's true intentions for pile number 3? Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Okay, so I do feel that they are going to be more kind with you when they are ready to express their intentions, share their intentions with you, or when they're ready to act on this connection and act on this relationship and where they want to take it. But I feel as well, pile 3 people, this is about you. Simple acts of kindness. What are you doing today for yourself that is kind? Are you loving yourself? Is your heart open to you and for you? Okay. Self-care, self-love, spend time in nature, spend time with animals, do what it is for you that lifts you up and gives you the love, encouragement, and support that you need, regardless of what's going on in this connection with you and your person. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Yes, so this is actually going to be airing on December 9th, which is right at the height of the holiday season. So this is a message for you, pile 3 people. Rest, relaxation, take a break. It's time for you to restore, rejuvenate, replenish, rebalance your energy as well. And I do feel perhaps your person is also doing this. But this can also imply rest and relaxation with you and your person through traveling together, taking vacations, weekend getaways, holidays, trips. This is about the 2 of you resting and relaxing together, okay? So spending quality time together, doing something fun, doing something adventurous, something exciting. That is both calming and relaxing. Let's see what else for pile number 3. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Okay, so many times when we're in a spiritual connection with someone, whether it's a soulmate or a twin flame, we see what's going on the surface, and we can only see what's truly going on in the 3D world, because Many people, we can't see what's going on in their 5D world or in the spiritual realm in regard to that person, because that is private between them and their guides, right? So it's really important to understand that just because you don't see anything happening from your person, just because you don't see them taking action tomorrow, or things aren't shifting and changing. Remember I said your person has to undergo a spiritual transformation. We talked about that in the very beginning. As they go through that spiritual transformation, you won't be able to see what's happening, because that is between them, their soul, and their guides. You want to see things in the 3D reality, in the 3D world where we live, that things can be happening in the spiritual realm. And we just don't have that information yet, or you can't see the evidence of that yet. So there's more going on here than meets the eye. That is a really important message for you, okay? Pile 3 people. Now I'm going to use these message cards. This is our deck, Unspoken Love Messages from the Heart. It's really important with these messages that you take what resonates and let the rest go. Many of these message cards will apply to those who are in situations of no contact, separation, disconnect from their person. And I use these because I know that most of our people, most of our viewers are in those situations. This deck is for sale, and if you're interested, I will put a link for that in the description as well. So let's see what we get here for pile number 3. The person's intentions. What does pile 3 person want to say to them? I'm longing to hold you again. When I finally do, I never want to let you go ever again. You are my forever. There it is. That is a divine union right there. You are my forever. That is a long-term partnership. So they are saying that for those of you who are apart, I do feel that they recognize that you are there forever. What else for pile number 3? The person's intentions. What do they want to say to them? I truly apologize for my behavior towards you, especially if they're ghosting, running, blocking you. That does deserve an apology. Sometimes, though, they can be so immature that that is the direction they take. That is the choice they make. Remember I said this Knight of Wands was immature. So this, again, though, your person is growing. They're evolving. They're maturing. What else for pile 3? Their person's true intentions. What do they want to say? I was projecting all my fears on you, and I do feel for many of you that is the case. People can project all of their fears onto the person that they're closest to. It's the easiest thing for them to do. Not that that's an excuse, okay? I have loved you since the moment I first saw you. You are so beautiful. You're all I've ever wanted. Pile number 3, what are their person's intentions? What do they want to say to them? I want a new beginning with you. Is it possible to forgive and forget? Let's put that up here. See what else for pile 3? What else for pile 3? And you're the only person that can just decide if you can forgive them. If they've been really hurtful towards you, sometimes it's really hard to forgive them. Let's see what else for pile 3. What are their person's intentions, their true intentions right now? What do they want to say? I'm really lost without you and full of guilt and regret. I hope one day you can forgive me for what I've done to you. So I do feel an apology. We've got 3 apology cards here. Do you feel your person's going to come forward with an apology? Pile 3 people. Okay, let's see what else we get for pile 3. I wish I could be brave and tell you I still love you and want you in my life forever. And they will. We are going to activate this energy of this King of Wands. This is someone who will come for you. They will put forth effort. They will put forth energy. This is their intention, okay? I do feel some of you will have that action coming from your person. They will be brave, and they will tell you they want you in their lives forever. What else for pile 3? What else for pile number 3? My biggest regret is that I didn't fight for this love. And they do regret that they didn't fight for this love, but they are going to fight for this love. Their intention is to fight for this love. Their heart is opening. Their heart is opening. They have to grow. They have to evolve. They're going through spiritual transformation and awakening. And in order for this connection to work between the two of you, that is the process that has to happen for them. And if you can't wait for them or don't want to wait for them, you don't have to. You have your own free will to decide for you what you want to do with your life, Pile 3 people. But this is about them going through spiritual growth, spiritual transformation, and spiritual awakening in order to become the partner that you desire and deserve. This is your reading for today, Pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we would like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone.